beside me, Pat Cash. It looks like the crowd is pumped up out there today, Pat.
Oh, they're absolutely ready to go. They're rocking, and so are we.
Well, with this match, the old ball player is going to be wanting to get to the net, to manoeuvre his baseline player out of his comfort zone. Defensive baseliner going to want to keep the ball deep, keep the ball high, and most importantly, no mistakes. Should be some great action today. Here we are.
Sure, it's good to handcuff your opponent and maybe not allow him to extend himself off the ground in the ground strokes, but basically when you get out on a court, this is a matter of a test of wills and a test of fitness, and you want to see how well your opponent hits on the run and what type of level of fitness he's got.
Always missed that topspin shot, not enough wrist. Well, I was never one for doing long runs, but you can see that you certainly need a lot of endurance here. But the thing is, you need to be able to have speed endurance as well, which means sprinting on, off, backwards and forwards, and sometimes for hours on end. Again, moving quickly, making sure his opponent doesn't have time to recover from that wide position off court.
Use angles that are short and use some depth as well to keep your opponent guessing.
Well, these two guys, boy, can they play. Power all the way, finishing off with something even bigger. All right, John, discuss the pros and cons of hitting your shots deep.
Well, there's not too many cons, first of all. I mean, perhaps you won't be in position to volley if you're moving into net because the players hit it so fast. So maybe there's a con there. But when you hit good depth, it gives your opponent less time, and he's feeling more pressure that he's going to come up with something special. Highly recommended to hit with depth. Maybe it's the argument for no end scoring. We're first to four. We get a little too complicated in tennis, but I think the drama is there, which makes it exciting. I like that. Deuce ad. It's all about winning games and sets, and then a match in tennis. So even though the player was down in this game, he was able to turn around, and now has pulled it out.
The second serve's important, otherwise might be attacked. Well, got down well for that volley. Clean winner.
Well, players down love 30. Now, what do you do now? You try to just go for even more, take something off it, stay back? Do you switch gears that fast?
Well, you think the first couple of points have been a bit rusty, so I think he's got to be hoping that, gets a bit of rhythm here. Maybe not go for something too crazy. Just try and get a good solid point and hope the opponent misses. It's important to get the first break, isn't it? I mean, it's always important to get it, but early on in this set, that's absolutely crucial.
Early in the set, get the edge psychologically, some confidence, get things rolling in your favor. Well done.
Well, he's got it all lined up, John. He's serving for the match. Can he pull it out?
It's all about nerves now. You dream about this position, to get to a point where you're serving for the match, but that's often the toughest game to win. That elbow starts hurting a little bit, the legs start getting a little weary and heavy, and it's awful tough to get those first serves in.
Well, he tried to sneak in, but he was ready for it. He knew exactly what was going on. Oh, hits the net on the forehand. Well, here he is serving for match point. Well, it's been a good match. He's grabbed the match point. He's got the winner in the bag.
Isn't it nice, Pat, when you execute a game plan that actually works? This was nice to see from this guy right here. He played well. It looked like he really knew what he wanted to do out there, and he was able to play up to his capabilities. That is a very satisfying. That is a very satisfying